The sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
National championship is in the balance. Florida leads it by 2. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Sharp. He won. He can't touch it. He can't. 1 second. And it's over. Florida is back on top of the college basketball world. It's a great day to be a Gator. They win the national title. Houston did not get a shot off. Florida 65. Houston 63.
All right, Bulldog. And that was all she wrote last night. You were there to witness it yourself. We're guessing you're probably running on pure adrenaline this morning, huh?
Man, what a game, what a season, what a run for the Gators. They are the champions once again. Wow. What do you say about this? I've covered a lot of teams in my past, a lot of Gator teams, a lot of national champions. But that team last night, that team this season, I mean, they came back from 12 down against the number one defense in the country. Houston was 33-0 this season when they held opponents under 70 points. They lured Florida into their game, and the Gators came out and they outslugged the Barbie Ballers in Houston last night. It was incredible. Down by 12 against Houston, they come back. Down against the two-time defending national champion UConn team in the second half, they come back. Down by 9 with less than 3 minutes left against Texas Tech, they come back. Down to the SEC champion, number 1 seeded Auburn Tigers by 9 in the second half, they come back. It's an incredible team. I can't say enough about the Gators. How'd that taste, by the way?
Knew it was coming. I showed Pat video. My daughter was at the O'Connell Center last night, and it was rafters to floor, man. It was packed.
They're fired up in Gainesville. Hey, Bulldog, Houston had the clamps on Clayton Jr. there for the better part of the first half, and then he got going in the second half and ended up making the play that sealed the win in the end, ironically.
Yeah, and again, how ironic that it was the Gators' defense that won this game. Who would have ever thought they could win this game when Walter Clayton Jr., who's been the best player in the tournament, who had 64 points combined in the 2 previous games. He comes out last night. You're right. He could. I mean, they put the clamps on him. They shut him down. Thank God, by the way, for Will Richard, his teammate, who hit some clutch threes in the first half to keep the Gators close. But yeah, Walter Clayton Jr. didn't get his first bucket until 7:50 was left in the game. Only finished with 11 points. But that defensive play at the very end, wow, he forces the Houston player Sharp into picking up his dribble. Sharp just sort of lets go of the ball to keep from getting called for traveling, and then Alex Condon dove on the ball to end the game. Houston last two possessions. Will Richard caused the turnover, and then Walter Clayton Jr. caused the turnover. So, yeah, they won it an unconventional way. This is how they were supposed to win. If it was this sort of game, Houston was supposed to win it. But, again, the Gators showed they can adapt. And give Todd Golden credit, the Gator basketball coach. I mean, he's been through it this season, had those accusations against him earlier in the season. He was cleared of those, and now he becomes the youngest coach since Jim Valvano in 1983 to win the national championship. 39 years old, 3rd season at Florida, and already he has them as national champions. So, wow, what a season it's been.
Hey, Bulldog, you touched on it there a second ago, but even further to extend credit, I think you had to extend credit to the University of Florida administration for standing by the coach during all the noise in the system earlier when those allegations were flying around. And easily the team could have been distracted from performing for the balance of the season. And through it all, they weathered it, man. And that's unbelievable.
Yeah, I talked to the athletic director, Scott Strickland, earlier this week out here, and I asked him, I go, why did you stick by Todd Golden? I said it would have been easier to, suspend him and, wait for he goes, listen, just because you have an allegation against you doesn't mean it's true. He has rights just like the accuser had rights. And, yeah, he stuck by him. There was a 4-month investigation. Nothing came out of it. Again, I don't know what happened, but if there's no proof and, he's been cleared. So that's how that works. So, yeah, good for the Gators. Scott Strickland, again, a lot of 80s, I think, would have just cut him loose and said, listen, hey, you're gone until, whenever. So
a listener texted in and said, we're going to have a basketball and football natty championship in the same year. I'm like, whoa, tap the brakes there.
Hey, speaking of Scott Strickland, 6 months ago, this guy himself was on the hot seat. His football coach was, looked like he was in the midst of a third straight losing season. The basketball coach was being investigated for Title IX allegations. He stuck by both of them. Everybody wanted Billy Napier fired. Let's not forget that. So Strickland stuck by Napier. The Gators won their last 4 games. They have one of the hottest young quarterbacks in the country coming back this season. So it looks like the football team has turned the corner. I don't know if they're going to win the national title. That's a little far-fetched.
Right,
but
exactly.
Hey, the Gator athletic program is rolling once again, no question.
Well, congrats to Gator Nation. We're a bit jealous that you were there to take it all in, dog. That had to have been a memory you'll hold for a while, man.
Oh, absolutely. It's fun. I didn't get to cover a lot of college basketball this season, but wow, I got to cover it when it counted. It was awesome.
You're not kidding.
Magic back in action tonight after having, 4 days off. They're home against Atlanta this evening, dog, at Kia Center.
They need to beat Atlanta. They're trying to fight off Atlanta to have home court advantage in the play-in. I don't know if the Magic really need home court advantage the way they played at home over the last half of the season, but it'll be important for them to beat the Hawks, try to get the home court advantage in the play-in, and then obviously win the play-in and then get into the playoffs. Well, they'll probably play the Boston Celtics in the first round. Right. Celtics or the Cavaliers.
All right, and the Lightning spanked the Rangers last night. 5-1 was the final. Bulldog Mike Bianchi, you'll be back at the luxury condo later today, we trust?
I'll be there later tonight, and I'll be back and ready for action tomorrow.
All right. Safe travels, Bulldog, and thanks for filling us in on the sports page from San Antonio this morning as the Florida Gators are national champions in men's college basketball.
By the way, I just want to say this. No happy birthday today. Congratulations to all you Gator fans out there. Ho, ho.
WJRR #1 on your presets on the all-new iHeartRadio app for your chance to score tickets to upcoming JRR shows.
Download it for free now at WJRR.com.